Blinded by the lights? Well, you could be. Find out everything you need to know about the solar eclipse on Monday.
And what days museums are free during this month. That's all next.
From the Convergence Studio in the Loyola School of Communication, this is Rambler Report.
Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Rambler Report. I'm Leslie Mraz.
And I'm Bella Giudice. Actually, happy April Fools. I'm Leslie Mraz.
And I'm Bella Giudice. Here's the news this week. With spring in season, thousands of migratory birds pass through Chicago. With new city building policies and improper windows, the bird death toll is increasing. But Alyssa Suarez reports Loyola has been trying to save the birds for more than a decade now.
From the skyline to the river and the lake, Chicago has many things to offer as a city, but the many skyscrapers are a difficult obstacle for birds. In January, the city released a new plan to making bird-safe building standards optional. But bird advocates are now pushing for a change to protect our feathered friends, and Loyola students understand that concern.
I've seen it happen at other places, so it's not that surprising, but I know that it's not a good thing.
The city is not the only one facing public scrutiny, as Loyola's Damon Student Center is also a hot spot for bird collisions.
I've definitely seen a few instances of injured birds around campus.
I sometimes go for walks at night and I can see birds on the floor near the windows. We were just walking and we saw a bird on the ground. It was still alive, but I think it was just stunned.
But even though the Damon Center has been the most dangerous building for birds at the Lakeshore campus, other places around campus are doing better with the installation of automatic blinds and stickers on windows.
I know that there's a hall that's made entirely out of glass in between that connects Piper and Coffee Hall. And I know that they have a sticker of a bird on that, and I think it'd be really awesome if Loyola would put more stickers like that.
The Student Operation for Avian Relief, or SOAR, walks around the Lakeshore campus every day at dawn and records where a dead bird is found. Environmental Studies professor Ruben Keller founded the SOAR program because he saw a serious problem with birds striking campus buildings.
They don't perceive glass for reasons that are not particularly well understood. They see a window and they think that they can fly through it. And it's probably particularly when they're migrating. We think that they enter a sort of a different mental state because they're basically just flying for 8 or 9 hours straight. So that might have something to do with them not perceiving glass. You'd pick up a bird and we'd go and identify it, and we'd realize that this is a bird that's flying from Canada and it's heading for South America. And it was just incredibly sad to think that Loyola's buildings this bird was dying.
But Keller says since the Information Commons installed automatic blinds, things have gotten better.
There were days when we'd find 16 or 17 dead birds.
Wow.
And we weren't even finding all of them. We've been able to work with the building engineer over there, and they now adjust their schedule so that the blinds are down between midnight and an hour after sunrise. And that has drastically reduced the number of bird deaths there. We're down to about 0 deaths. And that just makes it so devastating when you realize this bird making this amazing journey, it connects these continents and countries. And because Loyola, but more broadly across Chicago and across the whole country, because we're saving money by not building our buildings in ways that are protective to these birds. This one's dead, it's gone.
In the meantime, the city is updating its sustainability plan based on the feedback from bird advocates, and a draft will be published on April 15th. For Rambler Report, I'm Alyssa Suarez.
The SOAR program is now run by Reverend and Professor Stephen Min, who is an ornithologist. The program still works closely with the Field Museum on donating birds for research. The Great Lakes ice covers hits a record low this year. Typically, the average ice coverage is at just over 50% in early March, but weather scientists say this year the coverage broke a record with only 5% ice coverage by mid-March.
In preparation for the Democratic National Convention, the Chicago Police Department is set to add a new helicopter to their fleet. Chicago has one of the fewest helicopters in comparison to other major cities. They are often deployed above crime scenes, for car chases, and more. A new contract with the aerospace company Bell Textron will bring 3 new twin-engine helicopters to the city by the end of this year, doubling the size of their current fleet. Federal grant money is being used to expand these safety precautions. Affordable housing is under discussion in Edgewater. Rambler reporter Colin Hart has more on the story.
Nonprofit development company Bickerdike Redevelopment Corporation is expanding outside their base on the near northwest side to bring affordable housing to the Edgewater community.
Thank you.
Right now, there's not much activity here, but if City Council approves the project, 90 affordable units are set to fill this space.
So yes, there is more homelessness, and it's not only in this area, but we see it all over the city, everywhere we go. So when we all, give what we can to build, more housing, affordable housing for people.
I mean, we have more tents than we have people living in houses. So no, I think it's an excellent idea for everyone, not just people coming into the United States, but for the people already here.
For solar?
B3. Thanks, Colin. The development's planned location is 1 block from the Thorndale Red Line stop.
A solar eclipse will take place this coming Monday and will be visible from various states. Reporter Isabella Grosso is at the Water Tower campus to see how Ramblers plan to celebrate.
A solar eclipse is happening this coming Monday with visibility across the United States. Let's see how Loyola students are celebrating.
So my family is going down to Bloomington, Indiana. We're going to be going down Sunday, spending the night, and then we'll be probably seeing it in some kind of field or something like that, and hanging out in totality for, I think it's 4 minutes of totality.
So I have paid $150 for a reservation at Motel 6, just north of Indianapolis. So we're going to try to spend Sunday night there and then see the eclipse Monday afternoon and then drive home, probably in a lot of traffic.
I have family that lives in southern Indiana, and I'm going to go with them and we're going to see the eclipse. They live in Terre Haute, and we're going to have the greatest time.
I saw the eclipse in 2017, the total eclipse from Columbia, Missouri, and it was amazing. It gets totally dark. And it's so much different from just seeing a partial eclipse.
The first time was freshman year of high school when we had like semi-totality in Illinois, which was pretty cool.
The last eclipse I saw was when I was in middle school, and I was like given detention during it, so I only saw it like through the window, and that was crazy.
Because I knew that we were going to be going to an area of totality, I said we have to get the special glasses, not the cardboard ones. So I bought these that we got on Amazon.
Do you want to try these on?
Yes, I do.
Tell me what you see.
Absolutely nothing.
I can't actually see anything. Is that how they're supposed to work?
The next solar eclipse that will be visible in the United States won't be until 2044. For Rambler Report, I'm Isabella Grosso.
Even though Chicago will not be in the path totally, 95% of the sun will be blocked here. Because of that, Chicago Adler Planetarium is hosting events and special exhibits to celebrate the eclipse. The events will be free Monday and will include safe solar viewing telescopes. No tickets are required for entry.
On a similar note, several museums across the city are offering free admission days to Illinois residents. Here's a roundup of where you can go and when. Illinois residents can enjoy free admission to the Field Museum on Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., but guests are encouraged to register online ahead of time to secure their free tickets. The Shed Aquarium will offer free admission to Illinois residents on April 2nd, 9th, 16th, 23rd, and 30th from 5 to 9 p.m. The Museum of Science and Industry is offering Illinois residents free admission April 21st. Check out Rambler Report LUC on Instagram for the full list of free museum days. The Museum of Science and Industry is back and open to the public today after they closed yesterday to remove military artifacts from the premises. In a statement received by NBC Chicago, the museum said, quote, "Out of an abundance of caution and to ensure proper and safe removal, we have specially trained military personnel as well as local officials on site," end quote. Coming up, we have the winner of Chicago Pizza Mania.
And later, we'll hear more about how the Cubs rang in their Drizzly home opener.
Sweet Nouveau is an artisan confections company. We specialize in our artisan caramels that are each made by hand. We have a variety of different flavors. We make our caramel pretzels. We have new items coming out all the time, new flavors coming out all throughout the year. Each of our products are hand cut, individually wrapped, and hand packaged by us, and we also do our own packaging for gifts and other items like that for the holiday season. Feel free to visit our website at www.mysweetnouveau.com.
The Loyola men's volleyball team is wrapping up their season before the start of the MIVA tournament on April 13th. Outside hitter Parker Van Buren led the team in 2 sweeps against Queens, with 13 kills last Thursday and 16 on Saturday. Van Buren has been named the MIVA Offensive Player of the Week because of his performance during the 2 matches with Queens. In addition to succeeding on the court, Van Buren also values fostering a positive team environment.
Firing guys up, keep giving people confidence, and keep being energetic and I guess just a team player on the court.
The Ramblers will play Lewis in their last game of the regular season this Saturday in Gentile Arena.
The weather may not feel like it, but baseball season is finally here. Natalie King was at the Cubs home opener earlier this week and reports how fans feel about the return of baseball to Wrigley Field.
Rain or shine, Cubs fans will show up for their team. Fans braved wind, winter temperatures, and rain to watch the Cubs in their home opener. For some longtime Cubs fans, attending this game was part of a yearly tradition.
I'm 42 years old, 42-year-old Cubs fan. I've been to opening day 20 straight years, so I'm looking forward to opening day and the win today.
While fans were excited to see their favorite Cubs players make their season debut at home, one member of the Colorado Rockies brought a crowd full of Cubs fans to a standing ovation.
In addition to Cody Bellinger and Dansby Swanson on the Cubs, I am really excited to see Chris Bryant because just from the 2016 World Series team, it's very exciting.
The fans weren't the only ones looking forward to the home opener. Reporters like Patrick Fazio from NBC5 Chicago were happy to be working in this celebratory environment.
We have to cover so many serious crime stories sometimes and sad, tragic stories. It's fun to come out here and just capture the environment, capture the atmosphere of the home opener.
I'm here at Wrigley Field where the Cubs just beat the Colorado Rockies in their home opener game. Although it may be April Fool's Day, this game was no joke, and the Cubs fans showed up with spirit and support to see the Cubs fly the W.
Per tradition, the crowd at Wrigley broke out into song after the game. Cubs fans are hoping that the team can keep this winning momentum up throughout the rest of the season. For Rambler Report, I'm Natalie King.
Thanks, Natalie. This weekend, the Cubs will stay at Wrigley to play a 3-game series against the LA Dodgers.
Loyola's Information Technology Services has issued a warning regarding a surge in phishing attempts aimed at students. Phishing involves scammers posing as trusted sources to steal your sensitive information. Particularly concerning is the increase in fake job postings within these scams. If you come across any suspicious emails, please report them to ITS Service Desk at luc.edu. Jepson Malort has merged with Wiener Circle and J.P. Graziano Grocery in an impressive new Chicago trio, J.P. Wienerlort. This is at least what they wanted you to think in their elaborate joke for April Fools. From this collaboration came the realest Chicago Bloody Mary, which contains Malort and is topped with jardiniera flakes and a mini char hot dog. Malort also released a parody of their own breath mints. A small tin of 50 mints with a nostalgic print reading, "Malort sucks," was posted to the Jepson Malort's Twitter page. And though they were actually never sold, the advertisement certainly prompted user interactions and an even greater appreciation for this iconic brand.
Catchup is a controversial condiment in Chicago. The Heinz Company is looking to bring ketchup back for a silent majority of ketchup lovers in the city by placing ketchup spots near Chicago hot dogs locations. For 1 week only, 2 locations in Chicago have ketchup outside their joints. Tuesday will be the last day to add ketchup to hot dogs from these dispensers. The Chicago Pizza Madness Tournament Championship announced their 2024 winner. Blake Hall, tell us more.
The Chicago Pizza Madness Tournament Championship just announced Antioch Pizza Shop as a 2024 winner. The shop, located in Antioch, Illinois, was a newcomer to the competition this year.
I'm a pizza connoisseur. I'm ready for some more. I need to compare and contrast a little bit.
So we're going to home run.
We're going to home run in.
Home run today, tonight.
But the deep dish, I'm in love so far.
Other names like Chicago famous Giordano's and Lou Malnati's were among the ranks.
More than 68 pizza shops in the Chicagoland area were part of the competition.
The Powerball jackpot has grown to $1.2 to $3 billion after no one won on Wednesday. There have now been 39 consecutive drawings without a jackpot winner. The next drawing will take place on Saturday. Our social media team went to the Water Tower campus to ask students what they would do if they won the jackpot. Check out their videos on Instagram and TikTok at Rambler Report LUC.
On that note, that wraps up this week's edition of Rambler Report.
To stay up to date, be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Rambler Report LUC. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to get notified when our weekly newscast is released.
For Rambler Report, I'm Bella Giudice.
And I'm Leslie Mraz. We'll see you next week.